you buy them in the inches?
I buy them in the big ones. I think I was a distributor.
There's a company called J. Edwards in Braintree, Massachusetts. They supply, and I'm living in doTERRA. Now, when you buy oils, you're going to buy 16 ounces of lavender, but it's like $42 for 16 ounces of pure lavender. It's way cheap.
They do have something that's not cheap.
No, but I think these guys supply. I mean, you can buy a 55-gallon drum.
I have something that talks about how it's their fields.
So does J. Edwards. They'll even tell you the fields they came from. And they come with so much paperwork. This
Not the paper. You good with that?
Welcome to the first Unity Wednesday meditation, first one of 2024. How did that happen? I'm Janan, and Liz is on the sound bowls, and we're both Reiki masters. We'll be beaming the Reiki energy out into the audience. And of course, there are Reiki masters who will be walking around and placing their hands on anyone who has a rope. So if this is your first time and you don't have a rope, just let someone know and they'll help you out. So we're here every Wednesday evening. We're volunteers. We're grateful for the church to have us, to have this space open for us to practice this beautiful meditation. And if you feel that you've been served tonight, please be generous and make a donation on your way out. So as I was preparing for the meditation tonight, I usually try to think of a word or a theme and then let Spirit do the rest. But the words calm and discernment, and not resolution as in New Year's resolution, but more like an intention, an inner strength, courage. These were words that were coming up for me. And so I feel that that's where Spirit will lead us tonight. And if you were at the burning bowl ceremony here on Sunday, it was an amazing, amazing experience. And I feel the need to pick up on that a little bit. But we'll get there. Because in order to release whatever we need to release, we have to be in the right space. And when you first walk in the door, that's just not possible. So let's get started with some breathing, and then we'll just move, be in the flow from there. So if you haven't already closed your eyes, go ahead and do that. And let's just get present in our body before we do some deep breathing. So what does that mean? It's really about calling the energy back into the body from the stress of the day. Feeling your back on the chair, your feet on the ground. Just really feeling your physicality. And let's go ahead as a group. We'll take a really deep breath in and let it out. And again, inhale. And a third breath, inhale. And we're moving in the right direction, but first I want you to tune into the body. Where is your consciousness? Where is your breath? Mine is still at the top of the chest. Certainly not deep enough to be into that deep inner space we want to achieve. So let's go ahead. You can put your hand on your belly or just imagine your hand there. And when we inhale, go ahead and do that. Inhale really big. Expand that belly fully and let it go gently contracting. Do it again. Inhale full. Gently release it. begin to feel the energy moving through the body, a flowing movement, inhaling and expanding the belly, exhaling and gently releasing. The breath coming in, using the mouth to allow it to come in, letting it go. Feel that breath of spirit coming into us, flowing from the shoulders into the belly and out. And just again, do that again and again. And now we're moving in the flow. Feel the shoulders move away from the ears. Feel the energy start moving down the arms. Do that big breath in again. Let it go. And now tune in again. And I hope you're with me at the belly, at the navel, the solar plexus. Feeling into our power there, right at the center of our body. Beginning to ignite our own personal sun, our power center. Feeling a stronger surge of vitality in the body as we have brought in more oxygen. And one final breathing in of spirit and letting it out, feeling the flow from the head all the way down through the body. Moving your attention down to the bottom of your feet. Feeling the chakras there, perhaps a tingle, a pressure, or just imagine it. And just allow spirit to move open those chakras, open them up, bottom of both of your feet. And you can use your breath again. If an inhale, let it out. And feel a whoosh down through the body and out through the bottom of your feet. And as that happens, energy roots start to flow. Just flow down, out the feet and into the ground. And just imagine that as the energy roots grow into the ground, Mother Earth energy moves up to connect. And there's a drawing down, a feeling of almost like a pulling. And more of that release happens in your body. You can almost feel like the muscles are just a letting go, just such a deep, deep relaxation is happening inside your body. And you can feel the nerve endings being smoothed down. Any tension or stress inside the body, just allow it to move down and into the Mother Earth. And before we go any further, calling in our angels and guides, calling in the watchers, calling in all those beings of light who are here to guide us, protect us, help us achieve that next level of humanity. And let's turn our attention now over to Liz and the bowls. Just allow the tone, the sound of the bowls to take you even deeper inside. So imagine that we're standing on the beach. And the sun is setting its dusk. And we're barefoot. The sand is cool to the touch on our feet. And the air is cool but pleasant all around us. We can feel it on our skin. And we can hear the tide coming in. And we move close enough so that the sand is damp and the water tickles as it moves over the top of our feet. And our breath begins to move in sync with the water coming in and the tide moving out. And we can feel all through our body the energy moving in sync in a flow, a beautiful rhythm. And it's lulling us into an even deeper space of peace and calm. And there's a slight breeze. We can hear the wind in the palm fronds. And with our outer eyes, we can look up and see that the stars are coming out. And you might be on the beach by yourself if that's most comfortable. Or you might have an animal guide that has shown up for you, an animal spirit. Maybe there's a loved one who's passed, or a friend who's very dear to you. In current time, you just might invite their spirit to be next to you. Maybe an angelic presence. Some might think of angels as having beautiful white wings. I tend to think of them as beautiful lights, radiant lights, moving all around us. And now we remember that we have our energy roots sunk into the earth. And we'll just now imagine that we've sent them down through the sand. And what's below the sand? Well, I don't really know, but let's imagine that we can send them down into the Florida aquifer. Ancient caverns of limestone and fresh water, but grow them beyond that into the core of the earth. And let's imagine that we can send them so deep that we can connect to a crystalline layer deep inside the energy body of the earth. And when we connect with this crystal layer of the earth, we can feel that our energy roots are growing wide as our shoulders and beyond, anchoring us, giving us some strength and balance. And tonight, we'll begin releasing by doing some chakra clearing. So the first thing I want you to imagine using your inner eye. I want you to imagine a beautiful red glow, red crystal, shining bright, the color of a ruby, beautiful apple. And as you bring to mind this incredible red color, it begins to grow and become even more vibrant. And it begins to fill the space below your feet. So much so that you can begin to feel a tingling at the bottom of your feet. And with your next inhale and exhale, the red color begins to flow up your legs. Feel it behind the knees. Feel it rise up the thighs and into the pelvic floor. The root chakra color is red. It's our survival. It's all of our basic needs. And tonight, we're going to satisfy all those needs. We're going to imagine that instead of standing on the beach right now, we can be in the forest. We can have our hands on an old growth tree. And as we do that, we find ourselves moving right inside that tree and sinking down on a soft red velvet blanket or pillow. You might lie down, you might sit there, but you're completely immersed inside the tree, inside this red color. And it's not only filling the bottom, the root chakra of your body, but it's moving up and filling every single space between every cell, so that your entire body is filled with this red color. Gives you a sense of relief and release. You can put down whatever burdens you've come in with that have weighed you down. You might imagine that you're taking off layer upon layer upon layer. And just releasing it down into the ground. And the mantra for the root chakra, let's use I am safe. I am and all is in divine order. I trust. And what does it mean to really trust? To really let go of struggle. How would that feel if you could say, beyond any doubt, I am safe. I am protected. I can trust in the divine flow of the universe. I trust that in 2024 I will be able to have all my basic needs met. Because most likely we already do. We are already blessed with shelter, with food, we already have so much. And we can take a moment to be grateful for what we have. And for what we've always had. Even if you've had some times of scarcity, here we are tonight. We're comfortable. We're safe. We're with a tribe of like-minded people. Right here and right now, we don't need to worry about anything. And with that thought, we can take a breath in and release whatever has just come up for you. Let it go. And move it down through the belly and down the legs and into the feet and down into the ground. And just rest here in the red space inside the tree while we listen to the bowls. sound of that beautiful note, the tone coming from the bowls, moves us right up into the belly, into the sacral chakra. The color is orange. And you can visualize a beautiful orange of the orange tree, a pumpkin. I'm seeing the orange that the Tibetan monks wear, the robes. Whatever color orange comes to your mind, just allow it to move into the belly. And let's focus on a mantra for this space. And it is, I am creative. And creativity just doesn't belong just to great artists or amazing musicians. We are all born creative beings. We are all co-creators of our life. And what does that mean? What does it mean to co-create your life? I'm going to say that every thought we have, every word we speak, is an act of creative power. And in 2024, we can use that creative power to speak thoughts that are positive. Think thoughts that are positive. Speak words that are positive, and take action that is positive. And that means stilling all those thoughts we might have that are negative about ourselves. Those thoughts that go on just under the current. The thoughts that tell us when we're doing something less than perfect. The thoughts that might make us feel guilty or feel shame. The thoughts that tell us that we're not worthy or not good enough. I would say that tonight, let's make peace with those thoughts. Let's use this color orange and our creative power to forgive ourselves for all the thoughts we've ever had that make us feel less than. The Hawaiian prayer of forgiveness. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I love you, but tonight I love myself. I forgive myself. I let go and release all limiting thoughts. I cut all cords, all energy entanglements, everything from our past and present that keeps us stuck in thoughts that are less than who we are. Let's take a deep breath in and let it go. Purging ourselves, releasing it all down again through the belly, down the legs and into the earth. Clearing out all that is there that we no longer want to bring forward. The gut is such a powerful emotional thermometer for ourselves. And too often we don't listen to it. And tonight all that we want to do is we want to clear it, clear all that, all those emotions, all those feelings, all those memories, all those thoughts. Allow it to be released down. And just breathe into the belly. Bring forward the color orange again. And this time, embrace your creative power by allowing yourself to imagine that in 2024 you have the ability to hold on to those thoughts that bring you peace, those affirmations that bring you a sense of calm and balance. Feel into the body and imagine how you feel now compared to when you walked in, how much more spacious it feels inside. And instead of constriction, we have a movement toward expansion, which moves us up to the solar plexus, right there in the middle, right by the navel. Just imagine a beautiful, radiant sun right in the middle of the body. And as you pay attention to it, the light grows brighter. You can feel it move into the belly, maybe with some warmth. You can feel it move up into the heart space and into the shoulders, relaxing any tight muscles up there in the neck and in the back. Breathing that yellow, amazing power of your sun into your solar plexus. Imagining that the energy from the divine, from the universal life force is moving into this space, moving into every cell in your body, clearing out toxins, restoring balance, clearing the immune system, and allowing you to feel a sense of power and purpose and strength. How would it feel if you said to yourself, I am strong? Not in the muscular sense, not in the dominating sense, but just knowing that you have boundaries that are clear. That you have a sense of self-worth that allows you to be authentic, to speak your truth, that allows you to take the high road no matter what anyone else around you is saying about you or about anyone else. Imagine that if you were in the midst of a raging storm, that you can allow a white light, the white light of Spirit, to be all around you. And you could just breathe and feel a sense of connection and feel peace and stay balanced and centered no matter what was taking place outside. Inside, you could feel that inner stillness, that place that we finally reached very, very deep inside. That place that connects us back to the very, very beginning of our emergence on earth. The light that we were and are, still there, still bright, still connected with Source. As you think about this, the light inside you radiates out, from the shoulders and the chest and the back and the gut, from the forehead and from the top of the head. Don't limit it. Allow yourself to move into this full presence, knowing that we are in a safe, sacred, protected space. And just be quiet as we listen to the bowls. up to the higher chakras. First, moving into the heart space and allowing a beautiful green, dark green, emerald color, soothing, to move into the heart. Soothing and calming, embracing. Just allowing it to completely relax anything you haven't let go of. Feeling your heart beat slow. The heart rate is slower than when you came in. And then moving up into the throat chakra. Beautiful blue color of the sky. And affirming that in 2024 we will speak our truth. We will follow the calling of our soul. We will make the change we need to make to be happy, to bring more joy and balance into our life. And moving up to the brow chakra, the third eye, which is wide open by now. And just feeling it like a star there in your forehead. And just knowing at a deep level that we are guided every step of the way, whether we know it or not. And tonight we can make a commitment to listen, to allow our intuition to grow and be stronger this year. To pay attention. Sometimes it might whisper, and sometimes it might yell. But our commitment is to follow the guidance for our highest good. And then to complete our journey, we move up to the crown chakra, which of course is also wide open to receive the divine light and energy tonight. Just allow it to bathe the inside and outside of the body. And I always like to send our light at this point out into the world. Imagine that the sanctuary is a beacon of light radiating out through the top, through the roof, and out to our loved ones first, family, friends, pets, and now sending it out into the world. Moving it to all the areas in need of love. Moving it into the hearts of all people who need to awaken. And now bringing it back to Mother Earth and sending it to the air and the water and the soil. And asking that we may be a blessing to ourselves and others. this coming year. And that when we are faced with the choice, that we always choose that we are the light of the world. And that if we lose the connection, we move into our heart space and move into our gut. And we find that inner space that we felt tonight. And now find yourself sitting on the chair once again. Allow the energy that you've sent out to come back inside the body. Let's take one final breath in and release it out. And while we listen to the bowls for one more minute or so, we can still open our eyes and bring our hands to our chest. You don't have to open your eyes. You can just say namaste. The divine in me greets the divine in you. We are grateful, we are blessed, and so it is.